What's up? I'm Vicky. I'm a 2D and I'm Vicky. I'm a 2D illustrator and animator, and I'm just been making comics. Right now, today I'm just gonna be making buttons. I illustrated some cute little things, and we're gonna be making buttons out of them. And I'll be putting them on my coffee shop. I still struggle to see whether it's is it coffee or Ko-fi? I end up saying Ko-fi. I don't know. It's just what it looks like to me, but I guess you're supposed to pronounce it coffee shop or some shit like that. So let's do this. I don't make enough buttons to warrant myself like a professional button maker or anything, but my dumbass, after I organized everything on Clip Studio Paint, I was like, yeah, after seeing the preview, yeah, I think this is a good, after I was like, yeah, I'll print it out anyways, and imagine my shock, I'm like, oh fuck, it came out like this. Damn. Hopefully these are gonna be a little better. Cutting these out might be cutting it close, but we'll see. So let's just talk about some random shit. The one topic I can think about right now is just talking about my experiences growing up in just as far as preschool and elementary. It's I think preschool is basically just recess. At least it was just the shit I would dream of, the shit I dreamt of. The more I grew up, I'm just having all fun every day, all day. I guess what they were trying to achieve is making us aware of our cognitive functions. So they would spray whipped cream on the table and have every person smash their hands onto the table. I still remember doing that. I sort of have an affinity for water activities. So one day when we were just allowed to play with the hose, or we were allowed to play with the water in a tub or something like that. I remember some kid just went up behind me and just sprayed my ass with the water gun, and our teacher got pissed off at him. But I still it's kind of fucked that you remember being bullied and teased as a kid, little stuff like that. Boys will be boys, as they say. Yeah. Okay. Fuck. Fella's watching me struggle. Came out nicely, kind of. Come on! It'll look better when pressed together, yeah! Okay. And I'm still learning. All this open space I could have used. I won't do that again next time. Or I'll try to lessen as much as I can to not do that again. But just about elementary school again, I remember the worst year was arguably my first grade class. The most trauma I think I remember is 100% first grade, because those are the years where stuff where my dad passed away, or it was the first year I've ever properly dealt with grief as a kid. So it was just really dark. a dark time for me. One time, like, I was a memory I think I've stopped remembering, but I've been told that, like, I just walked home one time. I sort of remember walking home by myself, but I didn't feel like I was in danger. And what I told my family was that, like, I wasn't scared because my dad was there making me feel safe. What during that time, I still remember, like, some familiarizing myself with side streets. I, of course, worried my family sick when I did that. But as a kid, you don't get why it was it just made sense to you, but it doesn't make sense to the adults around you. And to be fair, I would probably be just as scared if I was in my family's shoes. But it's interesting as a kid, like, stuff that, like, wouldn't terrify you as a kid terrifies you as an adult. Like, I guess I'll just walk home. My family should already know where I'm at. It's a lot of, like, unraveling of, if you're fortunate to grow up in a pretty normal household, then good for you. But I feel like I was one of those ones where, because we didn't grow up in that kind of culture where, it's like, all right, little Jimmy, you can sleep over at Drew's house. See you tomorrow. No, I was kind of restricted from those kind of activities. And it upset me really bad. Unless it was family, that's where my family felt safe for me to sleep over. If it was family, then it's safer because they know them, you know what I mean? And maybe it's just that safe feeling of familiarity that I feel like if you grew up in a brown household like I did, that's really common. Family is king, family is everything. But, you know, the concept of chosen families was kind of a foreign concept back in the day, at least when I was growing up. I'm like, oh, blood is blood is blood is blood. It will always be your family no matter what. But, you know, you get those, when you grow up and learn about cases where, like, I don't know, a daughter gets fucking tortured in the basement by her own father. Or, like, just like, stuff that blood family does to each other that you shouldn't even be fucking doing to each other in the first place, then that's probably why the concept of chosen families is a thing. Because, like, sometimes you just don't get along with family that you grew up with. And, like, your views change, your values change, your goals in life change. Maybe your values don't align with theirs, and it just becomes this, like, this awkward phase of time where it's like, should we still stay together even though you don't think the way I do? I think I think that's perfectly fine to keep your family at a very boundary distance, especially when you feel like they're hurting your growth, or anything like that. And I try not to take it personally when somebody cuts me off. Like, of course it's gonna hurt if it happens to you, where a family doesn't want to talk to you anymore because what you believe in doesn't align with their beliefs. It's also awkward if you keep on, like, seeing the things they say on their social media or whatever, and, like, it just hurts. That's not to say, like, oh, you're so sensitive. Like, it's like, oh, you're so sensitive, you can't handle other people's opinions, can't handle other people's perspectives. I'm like, no, I get that. Here's the problem. Those kinds of opinions are kind of eating away at my fucking psyche, dog. And I just don't agree with certain ways some people think about treating other people. Especially with the rise of, like, with, like, artificial intelligence. I'm just saying it, like, I feel like it's getting worse. But I've always feel like that was always a problem in human nature. Humans will believe what they want to believe just as long as you say it. Like, somebody can say the most outlandish shit, and someone out there will believe it. Like, you can literally say, oh yeah, rubbing shit on my hair. Rubbing shit on my hair will make it grow, alright? Can guarantee there's probably one person out there on an internet forum saying, oh my god, this is so true, guys. I tried rubbing shit on my hair, and it grew, like, 6 inches when it's just probably, like, a correlation event or something. Hitting real and raw in this video. This is supposed to be a video about making buttons, but this is also a video about, like, talking about fears I've had and thoughts I've had, like, growing up. Saying things out loud that probably might feel uncomfortable, but it's things I've kept in my brain. I remember... It's weird when you remember bits and pieces about, like, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade. And, like, oh my god. There's just so much shit that happened. I think in my life, the scariest thing might have been just growing up as a kid. Because of, you don't know what's not safe and what isn't. And with the rise of, like, the internet, I think it kind of made it, like, a little worse. Especially, like, early internet, like, a lot of grown men can talk to little girls pretty easily back in the day. It's not to say it's not. That's not to say it's not happening. It's still happening right now. I'm just pretty grateful people are calling it out now, because that shouldn't be behavior that was happening. Let me cut these out. Check it out. It's so cute. Okay, let's go. Oh, if you're wondering what I'm drinking right now. I'm drinking English breakfast tea. My boyfriend grew up drinking that. He drinks that practically every single day. And I'm like, don't you ever get tired of drinking it? He's like, no. And even when he visits, he still drinks this stuff. And, you know, I love him for it. He's the one who taught me how to do it. It's just basically like black tea. You let that shit... For me, this is how I make English breakfast tea. You black tea, hot water about like 200 degrees, or like 180 degrees, 200 degrees. I put like four small, tiny, the equivalent of like a sugar cube, 4 sugars. And you can use evaporated milk. I think evaporated milk tastes the best, but if you want something a little like more accessible, half and half is good too. Condensed milk if you want something a little extra sweet. But yeah, mix it up and you got some pretty good English breakfast tea. But like, I described it as like, oh man, this tastes like a hot milk tea. No matter the fucking weather, I will drink my tea hot. Tea and coffee hot, though. This isn't like a tutorial or anything. I'm just a lot of things on my mind, and I think these kind of video essays help. It's unorganized rambles. I don't have a guide. This is completely unscripted, but definitely post-edited. Halloween's great. I love Halloween. I love Halloween so much. I still love it even as an adult. I feel like Halloween is the most creative time of the year. Like, no, like, especially popularized with Inktober and all those drawing prompts and all that. But not only that, this is just a time where like everybody can just fuck around and dress up as something else. It's not that, like, it's not serious or anything. Oh yeah. It's like, oh, we can get silly, we can get scared together, we can face our fears together. I think that's kind of fucking awesome, I'm not gonna lie. Alright. Sorry, it's been a while since I pressed these things, so mind me while I do this. It gets messy. No, it doesn't. I'm over-exaggerating. But sometimes you shouldn't be ashamed of, like, excuse me, you shouldn't be ashamed of looking at references or looking at tutorials again if you forget how to do it the first time. This is like, this is how it really is when it comes to labor. It's not like, oh, I do this all perfectly. Nuh-uh. I'm so tired of, like, striving for, like, perfection and shit like that. It's so tiring and so pressure. Okay. No idea if you can see this. I'm barely looking at the camera that's recording, so you're probably gonna see me like do some shit off screen or whatever. Metal cover picture in plastic film. Plastic film, mail lantern. Picture's tilted a little bit too, so probably overthinking it. Put pin back into B mold. Pin side up. Oh wait, no. Plastic film is necessary. Put pin back into B mold, pin side up. Oh, cute. It's not the best, but it's mine. It's my family texting me right now. It is a little bit backwards, but you can still pin it though, the other way too. Phenomena. Do 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 do. Phenomena. Do 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 do. Look at that. We'll be selling these for like $4 on my coffee shop. If damn it. Okay. If I ever vend or something, I would probably be selling these for like 3 for $10. But I don't know how like to manipulate sales on coffee or anything, so right now it's just gonna be $4 each. It's a little bit right leaning, but it's cute anyways. What is your favorite horror movie? Comment down below. What is your favorite Halloween movies? The one that got me into horror movies in the first place. I have to thank Carrie. 1976, directed by Brian De Palma. That was my first taste of horror. That was because like my first exposure to horror was when it was like slasher movies, and I thought like that was the only horror that ever existed. So I'm like, oh no, horror movies is not for me if it's just gonna be about people killing people and nothing else. Loose killer on the loose. And I enjoy slasher movies more now. Like, I fucking love John Carpenter's Halloween. That is a certified classic. But like, ew, I didn't know there was more types of horror than just some motherfucker killing teenagers with a knife. And like, Jesus, a lot of people messaging me. My bad. I didn't know there was like psychological horror. I didn't know there was like kind of like psychosexual horror, all that kind of cool stuff, you know? And like psychological horror, holy shit. Oh man, I need to watch Jacob's Ladder. Oh man, I also really love the creepy crawly like horror. The Thing. Oh, I just really love John Carpenter movies so much. And even when he did like Assault on Precinct 13, the way he directed that one was fucking fantastic. Did not pull any punches with that one, that's for sure. John Carpenter, he like takes the most like realist, raw form of like terror and just is able to put it on screen for everybody and is just unapologetic about it. So when dude caught flack for The Thing 1982, didn't receive well, I'm upset for him, and I wasn't even there when the movie came out. And we have the day version. We have the day version of the pin. It's just general fall cuteness. That was because why The Thing 1982, to my knowledge, failed is because at the time E.T. was super popular too. They had all these blockbuster movies playing, and people weren't really into the idea of non-cute aliens, rather than they don't want to think about, oh man, the aliens that fucking assimilate and kill. Oh man. Oh, this one fucked up a little. It's okay. Sometimes you get duds like that. Two of these are going to be for some people I met on... well, one of them is going to be for Lolo FYR on Newgrounds, and the friend they brought with them. Just some freebies for some buddies I met online. Chicka chicka boom boom, chicka chicka boom boom. Okay. Okay, okay. Cute. So, made some pins today. It will be on sale on my coffee shop. Let's go. He's so cute. So theirs is just the general Halloween version, and then this is the general fall version.